Y'all are burning in my fire now. Your souls will thirst here till I swallow you whole.
I really thought we'd be sipping umbrella trays by now.
It's rare to find such spirited prey. Most of my quarry don't got much chase left in them.
What I keep wondering is why the hell he put us on his menu.
Incrementing performance rating. Propelling concussion.
Folk will call you a lot of things over the years. Deserter, zealot, scourge, sovereign, purified, flame. It don't matter none. But if you need a label, you go ahead and call me Warden.
That looks like where you belong.
I mean everything! Perfect setting for a horror movie, don't you think?
I could watch you all day. But running this place is a full-time job. I'll be back to check on you. Try not to mess up the place none.
Well, at least we know we can't be everywhere at once.
Legs, you fucking animal.
Waypoint set.
see what you got left in the tank.
I could be sipping Mai Tais on the beach, but no.
Gunny said to me, you gotta start somewhere.
Organic integrity fatally compromised.
Just point and click. Easy as that.
Double points!
Are you guys familiar with the storylines or just going for line?
One of these skulls either. Okay. New dimension, new Wheeler. Have to take a more optimistic approach. Yeah, damn it! It isn't working!
Bonus points!
Warning. Alcohol has adverse effects on system integrity.
Max armor!
Warning. This unit does not miss.
The main course is on the way.
Grenade out. Anomalous power surge detected. Toxicity unknown. Potential benefit none. Lethality metrics exceeded.
Any takers? Insta-kill!
Scanning core systems. All processes online.
I'd say fetch me their souls, but it's a little late for that.
Requesting maintenance by qualified mechanic.
Unless I'm eating. A chicken sandwich. What up, y'all? I ain't got no mics. Y'all got nothing to say? Fresh off work. What up?
Domination.
Green light on the
Safety's
objective.
off. We're not here to make friends. We control Zone C. Taking B. Stay tight. We're in the lead. Losing Bravo. Losing B.
Enemy with Simtex. Enemy grenade.
Securing B. Bravo zone secure. We're losing Alpha. Losing Bravo.
TACOM, get me a UAV.
Hostiles release secure. Losing B. Losing Bravo. Hostile dog active.
Dog active. Enemy grenade.
Losing B. Losing Bravo. Skewer incoming.
Deploy napalm strike on my grid. TACOM, launching UAV.
Hostile UAV established above. Losing B.
Enemy with Simtex.
As Ronaldo calling in Watchdog.
detected.
Careful there, Butterfingers.
Securing Zone A.
Hey! That shit ends now! Enemy with syntax!
Authorizing UAV mission.
They ain't ready for us.
The future is here and we control it.
Domination. Show some initiative, and Miss Kagan will take notice. Losing Bravo. Bravo lost. Skewer released at locking down Charlie. Be aware, enemy HKD drop detected. Hostile counter UAV above. Hostile skewer inbound. We lost C. Enemy scout pulse active.
Enemy grenade.
Bravo capture underway. deathmatch. Eliminate all unauthorized personnel.
Frag going out! Next target!
Hostile grenade incoming.
Skewer release detected.
Frag sent.
Do that again and the next round's in your fucking brain! Tango eliminated. Threat eliminated. Check it down, fire! Hostile crosswalk!
These hours
Enemy sniper
not let up.
Scout hull standing by.
We are falling behind.
Spawn behind. You motherfucker.
The advantage is ours. Hold it. We have the lead. Maintain current posture.
Located enemy.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Severely designating skewer target.
Do that again and the next round's in your fucking brain!
Flag set.
Hostile EMP grenade! Check it down, fire!
You fucking son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Enemy with Semtex.
Yeah.
Submitting skewer request.
It's right here, buddy. Yeah.
Hostile RCXD incoming.
Grenade going out.
Hostile skewer inbound. Black Ops took the lead. Do not let them keep it. They are pressing their advantage. Take control of this. Skewer release detected. Claimed the lead. Widens the gap. Metrics exceeded projection. Impressive work.
The alternative was never an option.
Inbound grenade. I never forget a fix.
So, what do you have to say to the critics? All your
Confirmed. Remember that mission outcomes influence promotion prospects. We have lost the lead. Hostile UAV established above.
Drop skewer on my mark.
Check it down, fire! Hostile grenade!
Lead is ours. Do not let up. We've claimed the lead. Widen the gap. They have the lead. Take it back. We have lost the lead.
Dropping a sock pack.
The advantage is ours. Hold it.
Drop skewer on my mark.
Enemy UAV detected. Hostile skewer inbound.
Requesting dog on my grid.
Do that again and the next round's in your fucking brain!
We have the lead. Maintain current posture.
Now pulse ready. Submitting skewer request. Kagan requesting UAV tasking. I'm on your side.
Skewer relay detected.
Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
Hostile skewer inbound.
Scout pulse running.
Frag sent.
Submitting skewer request. Kagan requesting UAV tasking.
We have the enemy exactly where we want them.
Bring on target!
Room skewer target.
Enemy grenade. Enemy EMP.
Submitting skewer request.
Victory parameters met. All assets return to station.
Those fuckers will think twice before facing us again.
Secure the objective. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point locked down. Lead's ours. Stay on task. Identified. The guild took the hard point. Got the hard point.
Why you looking like that? I'm for the move, bro.
My man got that table. I told you don't mess with my table.
Oh, I'm new on it.
Table off to fuck my table up.
You leave me just real. I'll go get.
I'm already up.
You ain't get my guacamole on the side? You won't listen.
Anthony, the people I was holding up the line.
I said guacamole on the side.
They heard you say guacamole and they hurried up and put it on there.
But then why you ain't seen it? I don't even want it. That shit lame. Yeah, I'm gonna go next time. Like, you get my shit how you. Like, I knew to go.
I knew it was finna be a problem.
Yeah, I knew to go.
They heard you say guacamole. As soon as you said on the
I said guacamole on the side, baby. I told you that before you even went.
You did not say guacamole on the side before I went. That's why I tried to
like that's wrong, bro.
Oh, I can't get nothing right, Anthony.
You can't.
Okay, I'm.
Oh man, bitch, you don't get mad. Sit down and eat. I'm just saying, like you, bro. I said you did it wrong, and now you finna get mad and have a motherfucking shit ass attitude. That's bad. You petty, man. You so man, dumbass bitch. Could've passed my man. I can't tell you that. You have this all the time, bro. Cause I'm always fucking cuss you out for my shit being wrong, bro. Your shit ain't gonna be wrong. Just up like, and then you gonna get mad and step up like that. Your motherfucker.
Damn, I cracked my phone again.
How you crack?
No, it ain't. I don't know how I cracked it. I probably dropped it and didn't notice that I cracked it.
Oh. How you crack your phone? You ain't got no motherfucker screen protector on there?
Yeah, I did. I'm talking about the back. The back is cracked again. The back is cracked again.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one, to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation, where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality, right now.
Always get guacamole and chips. The little fucking chips on Chipotle. We get guac in that. And that's what I get. You get this, made my shit.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can. First up, let's talk about AI color themes. You can get any combos you want, bold and bright, minimalist and sleek, or something you didn't even think of. Just describe the vibe you want, or even use the colors of your logo, and let AI do its thing. Beautiful. Next up is the AI section creator. This is great for those website essentials, like a contact section or a place to subscribe. Now, I'm running a sale, so I punch in some details, and just like that, I have a promo section. Functional and beautiful. I love it. Now, for the AI text creator. I got some products that need description, so I type in some keywords, and there it is. I've got copy that lands. Now, let's see what the AI image creator can do. Sometimes you just want to spice up your visual game. Type your idea and watch it turn into a high-quality image in seconds. You can have some real fun with this. If you need to tweak something, just brush it over, write what you want, and there it is. I may not be an artist, but that's art. If you're ready to build something you love, head to Wix.
Nobody wins when the family feud.
I mean, it's cool. He give me what I'm gonna buy. I gave him the money. I only have half my item though. He took some off my item. He took what I needed. So then we talking, and then he like, give it back. I'm gonna put it together for you. No. You have your money. I have my item. Give me the rest of my item. let's call it here. This is how this goes.
He jumped on top of me. He jumped on top of me. He was going for my gun. He was like, I had no other choice,
Our office was able to speak to a family member of the deceased who stated they believed Mitchell had no intention of actually selling the gun to the driver, and that he was setting the driver up to rob him of his money and other belongings based on conversations that they had with Mitchell just the week before.
It was a lot to unpack, and I got a lot of questions for you, if you don't mind. Then the first was, when it comes to the firearm being sold, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like, what was your take on your son selling a firearm?
Arms. My son is 21. So during my private autopsy, I found out that my son was shot 4 times in the back of the head with 2 different caliber bullets, a 38 and a 9. But in the evidence, only a 9 Glock was fired. And the only 2 guns in evidence was my son's ARP pistol that he was selling that didn't have the magazine in it, and it was never fired. And then the 9 Glock that the killer shot.
Fam, this video different. Today we bring you something the public never seen. We sat down with the mother of 21-year-old Malachi Mitchell, a young man found shot in the head inside a car during a traffic stop. This is a case that Douglas County District Attorney ruled as self-defense. But when you look closer, when you listen to the mother, you read the autopsy, and watch the interrogation footage we'll later present that has never been released to the public, the story the DA told in the sheriff's office simply do not match what the mother has discovered. The DA say one thing, the lead investigator says another, and the autopsy, funded by the mother herself, says something completely different. 2 calibers, 4 shots to the back of the head, a vehicle missing from the scene, a weapon returned, and the shooter released and gone to another state. Tonight we're putting everything on the table, from the documents, to the interrogation room, to the statements made on camera, and the statements made off camera. Not to accuse, not to point fingers, but to finally show the full picture. In this video, for the first time, we let the mother use our platform to walk us through her truth in its entirety. We examine the footage. As we listen to her, we also examine the footage law enforcement never aired. We break down the contradictions from the top of the county, and when everything is laid out, we leave it up to you, fam, to decide. Does this look like a clean self-defense case? Or does this look like something that deserves a second look? So if you're new here, welcome to the Family TV. But before we get into this one, we like to remind you, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. On January 29, 2025, Douglas County Sheriffs had conducted a traffic stop and discovered a deceased passenger, later identified as Malachi A. Mitchell. The driver was 19 years old, identified as Cameron Ashton. He was eventually arrested. No, he didn't call the police. As mentioned, they conducted a traffic stop. But to understand how he ended up driving with the deceased passenger and Malachi, we gotta go back some months. In his now deleted Instagram account, he wrote Malachi saying this. Back in December of 2023, they had a mutual relationship. He told Malachi, "Happy Money Day, twin." He responded, "Appreciate it." Then in October of 2024, he wrote, "Yo, twin." Malachi responded, "Yo." Ashton responded, "I know your ass be in everything, and now you know where I can snag an ARP ski for the low. Yeah, what you be looking to spend? Shh, I ain't trying to hold no nigga, hustle. Put me on game. They be going for 7. You can just F with me on 8. Malachi continued and said, "It's a Myco 300 blackout, 4-inch. Ashton said, "Let me see that bitch." He then responded, "I got my partner on some court fees, but hold that bitch, and I got you next week, twin." Malachi responded, "All right, for sure, just let me know. I'm out of town right now. Anyway, so you straight. I should be back by then, though." Then he wrote, "You don't be with the banks and shit, though? We can make some quick little paper, too." Ashton responded, "Hell nah, I ain't never really fuck with them." "All right, let me know when you back." Malachi responded, "Bet, I got you." November 16th, Malachi wrote, "Yo." Ashton responded, "Yo." Malachi said, "You still want that or not?" The next day, January 14, 2025, Ashton responded, "Not right now, but I'll let you know when I do." 2 weeks later, January 28, 2025, Ashton responded, "Hey, twin, hit my line about that ARP." They end up making a call. And then he wrote, "What side D-Ville your grandma stay, twin? I could probably meet you halfway or something. This school on the road. My B-Day coming up, so I need that laughing emoji." "See, yeah, I can meet you. Send me the location so I can see how far." "Yeah, twin, you like 43 minutes away from where I'm at now." Ashton wrote, "I'm not even gonna be able to do it today, cause it's class, and I was hoping to come with this shit, but I'm gonna hit you." Malachi responded, "Okay, just let me know, bro. I done rushed my girl home and all type of shit, and sight ain't nothing but $40, twin. I thought you was trying to get it today, but just hit me." Ashton responded, my bank tripping, twin. That's the crazy part. He said, it's like God don't want me to get this pipe. They froze my account. He said, oh damn, twin. Probably just gotta put it out the ATM. Whenever you able to, call them and get it unfroze. January 29th, 2025, he responded. Just got home and found some in the shoebox, twin. We gonna lock in tomorrow when I get off work. We supporting our partners. Fuck you talking about? Unless you mobile, nah. He sent a photo of the money, I'm assuming. I bet, twin. Hit me up, I feel you. Just let me know whenever time you get off tomorrow. He responded, you sure? January 29th, 2025. That's when it all went down. Malachi sent the address, the house behind him, on the 3700 block of Georgia Drive. Ashton responded, I'll throw the whole 8. I'm a dub from there. Malachi responded, alright, for sure. Appreciate it. On my way. Malachi responded, this you right here? In a black truck? Then they made a call. That was the last time Malachi responded on the social media. Police later arrested Ashton after a traffic stop at a red light near Thornton Road and Interstate 20. And in the passenger side, slumped over, was 21-year-old Malachi Mitchell. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. Now here's where things get tricky. What really took place inside that vehicle? Now Ashton didn't call 911. Instead, 3 minutes later, he called his mom, and apparently they was on the phone for 45 minutes. Now you'll later hear from the mom in the interrogation room what she had to say. But first, I want you to check out what Ashton had to say. His account on what happened. Check it out.
Talking about it, the leading up, it's been coming up. So now I'm like, all right, let's do it after work. Okay. Whatever. So I get off work, I go home. I'm on my way to him. Or I'm smart, so before anything, if I'm setting something up, I gotta go. I gotta go touch it. I gotta go be there. Okay. So I'm driving around. We figure out a location. I go and I sit near the location. I don't know nobody. I hang by myself. I'm a watcher. I need to make sure everything's okay, so I can feel comfortable to go in that situation. There was nothing. Now it's to switch the scene. Now he want to go somewhere else. He's throwing me off a little bit. I'm whatever. Now he wants me to come to a house. I just throw that GPS and start driving. You feel me? Now I'm recognizing where I'm at. You feel me? I know where I'm at for the most part. I'm back.
What area are you in?
Now I'm back. We in DVL. He wanted me to pull up the DVL, Douglasville, here.
Gotcha.
I don't be here no more. He wanted me to come out here. I recognize where I'm at because, like I said, I just threw it in the GPS and start driving.
You have GPS in the car, or is it?
No, I put it on my phone. On your phone? Put my phone in a cup of it.
Okay.
You feel me?
Gotcha.
I'll pull up and...
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is Reimagine in CoProducer. You can take any sample you find and flip it into infinite
We're exchanging items, so there's no tension, but it's dark. You feel me? Figure out, boom, I'm right here, you're right here. All right, boom, get in the car. It's cool. I greet him. Hey, yo, what's up? Like, hey, man, it's been a minute. Well, like, 7th grade. Well, like, we grown now. Where you been at? What's up with you? And it's cool. He give me what I'm that about. I gave him the money. I only have half my item, though. He took some off my item. He took what I needed. So then we talking, and then he like, give it back. I'm gonna put it together for you. No. You have your money. I have my item. Give me the rest of my item. Let's call it here. This is how this goes. Let's call it here. Let's just stop here. And he's like, what do you mean? There's no funny stuff. I was like, okay, if there's no funny stuff, then let's just call it here. Let's just end it right here. He like panicked when I said I don't want it. I was like, no. When I said I wasn't gonna give it back after I paid for it, he panicked, and he kind of like jumped. And when he jumped and reached down, I panicked. I grabbed his hand. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
where are you at?
I'm sitting in the driver's seat, car and drive still. You feel me? I'm still like, just how they caught me just now. Car still in drive, my foot on the brake. I'm stopped, bro. What are you doing, bro? Like, this ain't you, bro. What are you doing? And that's when the gun over here, because mind you, I put it right here.
Where you put
the item I got, the item they found, that big black item they found.
Okay.
I got it when he took that piece and wanted to take the other piece with him.
Okay.
I put it down.
Okay, so you put it there.
I put it down.
Okay.
That's when he starts panicking, jumping over here. So what are you doing? He jumps across me, grabs it, puts the clip in, Oh fuck. So he's in my lap right now. So I in my lap, I'm panicking. So my first thought is, don't fight him, get the item out of his hand. I can't get the item out of his hand, it's little, it's little, so he has a good grip on it. So I just hit a button, something dropped. I yank something else, it fly out. I'm like, all right, cool. Then he say, at this point he's sitting in my lap. He's sitting in my lap like this. Like I can't see him, but he's sitting in my lap, and I feel the gun just jabbing into my leg. And he's like, that's okay. I got another one for you. He go like this and reach for his hip. And when he reached for his hip, I reached for mine.
Where was yours at?
So it was in the car. I can't carry it on my purse.
No.
So now you heard Ashton's side? Listen to what his mom had to say.
I'm in school full-time myself, and, like, I think I even dozed off on the couch at some point. So,
so you were home?
I was home, and so, he called me, and he was frantic.
And what's the first thing he said to you? You said frantic. What was he doing? Was he, like, crying? Was he screaming? Was he...
He was loud. He was like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, oh, calm down. Like, what happened? And he said, he came after me. It was like, it was him. He was like we always talked about, because my husband was a trained sniper in the military. He's always been very hands-on in teaching Cam, about handguns, about safety, about self-defense, how you do it. You never pull a gun out unless you're going to use it.
Right.
And if you're going to use it, it's your life or theirs, it's when your life is in danger. And he said, it's like we always talked about. He's like, I said, please don't do this, and give me no choice. And I was like, who? And he was like, a friend of mine from when I was younger. And I'm like, what is going on? And he was like, he jumped on top of me. He jumped on top of me. He was going for my gun. He was like, I had no other choice,
So who is the gun in the car?
I have no idea.
So
I have no idea.
Told you who it was?
No, it was, I was trying to figure out, where are you? Are you safe?
Right.
And how to get to him. Because he had my truck.
So that's your vehicle?
Yeah, so he's in between vehicles.
So he's been
he got
using yours?
Yeah, he got into a car wreck. And so I was actually tonight looking at cars for him, So he's been using my truck. So I had no vehicle to be able to, get to him. So I said, just come to me. Just, you've got to come to me, because I can't, get to you. And he was like, I'm scared. He was like, they're going to follow me. And I was like, who? And he was like, I know that there was, the friends of his were there. And I said, but you're not...
The friends of the victim were
Yeah.
there? Okay.
Yeah. And so, and I said, okay. And keep in mind, I don't know, the full scope of what happened, at this point. So I'm like, but you left where they were, and he's like, yeah, but he was like, I don't want to come to you, if they follow me, he didn't want to bring, somebody, to me. And I'm like, okay, but you left there.
So where is there? Did he ever tell you where he was at?
When I said, where are you, he said the word Anawaki.
Okay.
Now, whether that's the road or subdivision, or I have to assume he was in Douglasville.
Okay.
Because that's the only place I know where there's Anawaki references.
Right.
But I don't know. When he said Anawaki, I said, just come to me. Cameron, just come to me. He was like, no. I said, it's going to be okay. I said, when you get here, we'll figure it out. I said, if your life was in danger, okay, you did what you had to do.
Right.
I said, come to me, we'll figure it out. My plan was, come to me, and I'll make a phone call, but I didn't want him.
So the whole time he's driving, are you on the phone with him?
Yes.
Okay, so what is he telling you happened? How long were you on the phone with him?
I don't know. It seemed like seconds and hours all the same time. It's probably 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know how to judge time.
Okay.
In a high stress situation like that.
Can we take a look at your phone real quick? So you were physically talking to him, no texting, no nothing?
So, correct, right. It was just, he called me.
So show me where his first call was.
So I'm looking. Looks like 11:35. See, I told you I didn't know what that was. Do you care if I look at the call log just so I can see it?
Would you be happy if you stayed where you are in life and job forever? If the answer is yes, then this video is not for you.
But then 9 months later, on the first week of September of 2025, Douglas County District Attorney had provided an update and said Ashton was found not guilty. And this is what they had to say during the press conference.
I want to thank you all for being here this afternoon. My name is Dalia Racine, D-A-L-I-A-R-A-C-I-N-E, and I have the pleasure of serving as a district attorney here in Douglas County. Today, I will be addressing two separate and unrelated matters. The first case update will be in regard to the incident with Malachi Mitchell. On January 25th of 2025, a vehicle was stopped in Douglas County near the Lithia Springs Home Depot by Douglas County Sheriff's Department. When the deputies went to approach this vehicle, the driver started yelling. They tried to set me up. I defended my life. He tried to kill me. They observed a deceased individual in the passenger seat with multiple gunshot wounds to the back of his head. He was later identified as Malachi Mitchell. The driver informed law enforcement that there were two guns in the vehicle. Deputies observed these two pistols, one an AR-style pistol and the second a tan Glock 9mm. The AR-style pistol had the gun separated from the magazine, and the second firearm, a tan Glock 9mm, was next to where the driver's right leg would have been. Through their investigation, law enforcement learned that Mitchell and the driver, who were acquainted through school years ago, had coordinated a time to meet up and for the driver to meet Mitchell to purchase the weapon in the amount of $800 cash. According to the driver, the gun deal took place in the driver's vehicle. He stated that Mitchell tried to change the location of that sale multiple times, and the driver began to feel uneasy about the deal, but decided to still meet up with Mitchell at the new location, which was in close proximity to where Mitchell's home was located. The driver stated Mitchell attempted to get him to exit his vehicle to complete the gun sale, and the driver insisted that they do the deal in his vehicle since he wasn't familiar with the area. Mitchell removed the magazine from the gun and provided the rest of the weapon to the driver. At that point, the driver produced the $800 cash to Mitchell. The driver then requested the magazine based on the sale being complete, and Mitchell insisted on putting the gun, quote, back together. The driver stated that he was very familiar with how to assemble the weapon and said he would do it himself. At that point, the driver stated Mitchell started to exhibit strange behavior and that the driver told him to calm down. Soon thereafter, Mitchell lunged at the driver, trying to grab the gun that was just sold and that he had in his possession by climbing over the console and into the driver's seat area. A struggle ensued between the two parties. That struggle. The driver, who was familiar with the operation of weapons, fought Mitchell to release the magazine, and he racked the weapon, which caused a round in the chamber to be ejected. Mitchell continued to lean over the driver's area and was still grabbing at the gun that was being sold. According to the driver, Mitchell then reached back to his waistband and told the driver, "I got something for you." The driver thought that Mitchell was armed with another weapon, and the driver, who was armed with his own separate gun, the 9mm that was located in the vehicle. Fearing for his life during this attempted robbery, the driver shot Mitchell as he leaned over him with the driver's own pistol. The driver, familiar with the fact that Mitchell and his associates bragged about guns and violence on social media, thought that those individuals may be in the area since Mitchell tried to set him up during the sale and he was located close to Mitchell's home. Fearing for his life in retaliation from Mitchell's associates, the driver fled from the residence with Mitchell still in the vehicle. He started driving around trying to figure out what to do. He called multiple family members and friends who corroborated that the driver was panicked and fearful as they spoke to him. The driver stated that he continued to drive because he was scared to call the police, as he was a young black male covered in blood with a dead body in his car. And he was afraid that he may be killed upon being stopped. He did not want to drive to any family or friends' home because he was afraid that Mitchell's associates may be following him, and he didn't want to put his loved ones in danger.
How about stop getting high like you're hiding from your parents? Let's be real, the days of sketchy dealers and...
While on the phone with a family member, the driver committed a traffic infraction and was pulled over by the Douglas County Sheriff's Department. Law enforcement notated that the driver was fearful when they stopped him and extremely cautious when providing instruction, and the driver even explained to law enforcement that he was not going to move his hands from being up in the air in order to put the car in park, and requested that law enforcement be the ones to do it out of fear for being injured. The Sheriff's Department carefully dealt with the driver during this initial interaction and were able to remove the driver safely from the car and take him into custody and over to the Sheriff's Department to be interviewed. The driver and his family were cooperative with law enforcement, many providing corroborative statements and information that matched the physical evidence collected as part of this investigation. The evidence in the vehicle, including the description of the state of the weapons, the ejected bullet, and the location of physical evidence, corroborated the version of facts as told by the driver. Social media evidence and other information that was learned through this investigation has shown that Mitchell claimed to be a member of a gang, along with several other witnesses in this matter. The images on social media depicted groups with guns and statements of violence. In addition, several of Mitchell's associates posted threats to the driver and his family after this incident occurred. In order to understand the incident from this day, from Malachi Mitchell's death, law enforcement attempted to interview his mother, other family members, and Mitchell's associates with links to the January 25th events to gain a full understanding of what happened. All attempts to gain additional information from Mitchell's side of the facts were unsuccessful, as witnesses were uncooperative and or unwilling to provide additional information. As is our duty in every case that comes before our office, we did a thorough review of all the information presented and attempted to obtain additional information as needed. Our office was able to speak to a family member of the deceased who stated they believed Mitchell had no intention of actually selling the gun to the driver, and that he was setting the driver up to rob him of his money and other belongings based on conversations that they had with Mitchell just the week before. So based on all of the facts, evidence, interviews, and totality of circumstances, we will not be pressing charges against the driver, as the evidence in this case supports that he acted in self-defense on January 25th, 2025. Malachi's Mitchell mother and the driver were informed of our decision this morning. We always desire to be fully transparent with the family of the deceased when we are investigating a matter. It becomes a peculiar situation when we believe that those family members may be aiding and hiding or blocking our attempts to fully understand the full situation of what took place during that incident. However, we know that grief shows up in many forms, and we will accept that grief in any way that it arrives at our office. We conducted a thorough examination along with our law enforcement partners to explore